I'm sat in an office chair.
I'm lying on the floor.
It's really warm.
Parallel to a beam I can look up to in the
My
ceiling.
ankles are crossed.
Noticing that the beams aren't straight. I can see stickers that I put there years ago. And I can see the floorboards that have been
My
put
arms are on the arms of the
in the
armchair.
holes in the ceiling. Small gaps where you can see the click
And my head is
that holds them
back.
together. There are unfinished areas around the lights, unpainted
I'm sat
plaster.
at a desk. I can see out of a window.
Multiple
I can hear birds.
holes
There are lots of objects
where
around
the
me.
plaster has gone over a screw and has fallen away.
I'm close to the corner of the room, and I can see the seams of the room.
My hands are underneath my back, flat to the carpet. Which I can brush up with my thumbs to try and refluff it.
My eyes are closed, and I can see out of a
My eyes are
window
closed. I'm stood
the lawn
in a doorway
of my grandmother's house,
at an angle towards the rest of the room.
the stacked stone walls that lead
Doors close
down to
behind
the
me.
sea.
The handle is shiny and matte.
I can
metal.
faintly hear the waves crashing.
There's dust on the skirting board.
The air is really fresh.
It is also unfinished.
But the house is musty.
The skirting
I can look
boards
at the
aren't
floor and
finished.
I can see
They're not painted.
the orange and
There's
brown
dust on top of them.
carpet
Cobwebs on the
that has
windows.
tufts where the
Indent
tiles
above
meet.
the door.
I can see the chairs,
The
little
ceiling's
carpet
complicated.
tufts. The rounded backs go along the edges of the room. Black
And press themselves
lightly
against
cushioned
the skirting boards in and out.
seats.
They're not comfortable.
I can see the fake flowers on a crocheted table topper in a vase with a gold shiny rim.
And a white handle. And a circle of flowers on the front.
I can see myself in a mirror above a fireplace that's not on.
I can feel that I'm wearing shoes.
But the residue of the last fire
It is now
is still
empty. And despite
there.
that
There's
the house is from the
ash-cold
time warm.
fireplace edge. The
Carpet
tiles
board.
are
Maybe from the last fire. With clear seams and marks
a
from
light
people that fit them there.
brown with white
I'm barefoot. I'm relaxed in the space and I'm standing.
glue in between.
There's dust everywhere. Large pieces of
There's a statue of a
debris.
cat that my gran bought in a charity shop.
The plaster is pink. It has a collar on it made from pale
There's a clock above the
leather.
mirror that's above the fireplace that's not ticking. There's a
I can
picture
look
frame
around.
with two pieces of glass
The wall is now gone.
either side of it, and
I
in the
can
middle
feel my neck turning.
is sand
I can see
from
where
New
it's supposed
Zealand.
to be.
These different
It's not there
objects
anymore. It's about the size of a picture
that
frame.
when you pick it up
There's a drop.
and move
a
it, it
postcard.
falls to different sides.
A new space
It hasn't been moved in a long time.
that no longer has a floor. Or never had a floor.
In the right hand corner of the room, there's logs and a log bin next to a very uncomfortable sofa that has no arms and a wooden frame
There's plasterboard. Damp.
with a faded
plasterboard
pattern on top that is dark green and light
way
green.
down to try and get
and
it to
pink.
bend.
I can see into the
And
kitchen.
sitting on it,
There's a
I
white
can
skirting
see
board that divides
and the
both rooms,
fireplace and the mirror above
with the tufts of the carpet
across the
overlapping
room.
it again.
with the window framing the sea.
The
There's a
windows
white
there.
door frame.
And a
Once was
long
an
sofa
open
that is on the back wall with a large
view across
blank
a
space
piece
of wall
of grass
with an
behind the house.
ornamental plate
Has now
almost at the
divided.
ceiling.
I turn around to look back at the window. I shuffle behind the table to get closer to it.
the curtains are back up.
I pick up one of the chairs to do
I can
this.
see the waves. The
There are
the
four of
sky is
them.
white.
There's a bed floating in the room, drifting between walls.
I can feel that the window is cold. The ledge is covered in dead flies.
I
And it's
walk
just
towards the
below my
corner of
knee.
The room. I crouch as the angle of the roof goes down.
Underneath the ledge
I can look up to the
open
corners
Dust in the corner.
and full
and I
of
can see
cobwebs, but
bugs,
it never gets seen. But you can
sea
feel it.
bugs that I never knew the name of.
Sit in the corner.
They have these like
I
long
put my hands on the walls at 90
tails on
degrees.
the end. I've only ever seen them in houses by the sea. The walls are
I fall
textured
back through the wall. And
The
through
wallpaper.
insulation.
that I used to pick. It would get underneath my nails, and I struggle to
See
find
the
where I picked
tiles.
now, but I know that it's in that room.
I
sit
can
up.
look to my
I come
nails
away
and I
from the
can
window.
see that I've picked the wallpaper.
And I look down towards the door at the other end
Remnants of the paper
of the
wallpaper
room,
underneath my nails.
and I can see straight through it
And there's no painted.
across the hall into a bedroom
The window's leaking.
where the carpet is orange
The paint
and the bed
is bubbling.
hasn't had a person in it
Below
for a
it's
long
been
time,
there for a long time.
There's a stain on the carpet.
and damp
front of
is
the
creeping
window.
up the walls.
I can't see it from where I'm standing, but I can remember that it's there.
I can see the wallpaper in the hall. It's of light flowers and is mostly white, with pink and green
I wish it never painted
flowers
plaster.
painted on top of it. I walk into the hall. There's a window high up behind me.
Stand back up,
There's a coat rack
trying not
that
to
has
hit my
fishing
head
rods
the
on it.
roof.
There's a power box.
I look up
That's
and
the
I
only new
remove
thing in the
panel
house.
That's blocking me
That's about 20 years
in
old.
the room from
Oh.
direct exposure to the environment.
There's more stuff at the back of the house.
I lift it out and I can see up. The sky's white
It falls in a kind of triangle at the back of the hall.
Nondescript
and I
objects.
climb out of it
They're just a shape in my mind.
I face towards the sea,
and I can stand on
out
the
of the
roof.
front door.
The door's open.
I can see down into the room and onto the
There's a
floor
gold
and the
lip
chipboard.
to the
and the
door that
carpet.
I have caught my foot on more than once, and a smooth, dark wood that goes between the door frame.
I
And
jump
the texture is really familiar.
and I can
It
see
has
the
dents and I
house
know where they came from.
from straight above.
The door has a
The room is an L.
break in the
with a
wood,
curve.
and it has a gold handle right in the
Instead of
middle
an
of the
angle.
door. I look out of the door. I see a concrete step that leads
I
to
see
a
where I
rim
wanna
of the
go.
house that is concrete and has a
And the
a
hole in
lip
the
to
roof.
it. There are stones from the beach placed beside the step.
To my left,
Two of them on the left.
the
and
garden
one
is
on
an
the
L
right.
shape, and I can see into the longer part of the
The grass
garden.
is soft
I wish I'd left the
and
window
deep.
open so I could get back in.
because
I
it's,
can't get
I think,
to it.
mostly moss.
I'm no longer wearing shoes.
And there's a bench in front of the
And the
stone
stones
wall,
are sharp. And,
and it has a stick underneath it, and stones placed underneath it.
I'm careful where I stand.
The driveway is to the left. It's covered in pebbles, but when the tide comes up, my gran makes me take out the seashells that come up. There used to be no gate, but there's a gate now.
Knock at the door. It's still closed.
It's a light wood, and the
Door
dogs
isn't
can get through
terribly
it.
That
hot.
doesn't suit the house.
I can feel the insulation
I walk to the end of the drive, and I
in
stand
between
on
the stone
the unofficial
and the roof.
road that you pull up
and
to
the
the house on.
plasterboard and the beams.
And I turn
There's
around
uncut long grass.
and I
that
look at the
goes around
house from the
fence.
front. I can see the chimney.
I can
and I
feel
can
parts
see-
of me inside of these walls.
The chimney's top that was put there when a bird fell down it and got trapped in the house.
Underneath the carpet. And the
I can hear the
seams
sea
of the
clearer now.
chipboard. I lie down.